Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a good afternoon. I want to take a look at this article and talk about Bitcoin. Do you guys think that Bitcoin could reach $100,000 by the end of the year? I don't know. I think it's possible. I really think it's possible. I think if we go back to like January, February of 2019, it was at around $3,000, and I personally thought it was done. It was going to crash. It was it. It was the end of Bitcoin. It had went up previously, I think like 17, $20,000 somewhere in there. People were running around in Lambos and Ferraris, and they had Bitcoin money. And then it crashed, man. Then it crashed. It went down to 3,000, and would have been a perfect time. Hindsight is 2020, but what it would have perfect time to buy it up back then. Because now Bitcoin is setting at $57,000. So let's take a look at this article from Benzinga. This is an article written by Ryan McNamara from Benzinga. Will Bitcoin reach $100,000 in 2020? Let's get right into the meat and potatoes of this article. It says, is $100,000 impossible or possible? Bitcoin has historically been an extremely volatile asset. The asset began trading in 2010 for less than 1 penny. Oh my God, 1 penny. Would have been crazy. But it quickly appreciated to over $30 in less than 1 year. Not soon after this, Bitcoin entered into its first bear market, depreciating to $2.01. Cent or cents? I don't know. Bitcoin was dead. Yeah, okay. In the bull market of 2015, Bitcoin reached a local high of almost $1,200 per coin, making nearly 40,000% return on investment for crypto investors who bought Bitcoin at its previous all-time high. Over the next year, Bitcoin crashed over 80% to under $200 per coin. Bitcoin again was dead. It only took Bitcoin 2 more years to appreciate to nearly $20,000 at the end of 2017 Bitcoin bull market. Now that's the time frame that I'm talking about. This was about an 800% return from the top of Bitcoin's previous all-time high. Unfortunately, Bitcoin's price crashed in the subsequent years, hitting a local low of about 3,200 per coin. That would have been the time to buy. You see it go from a couple $100 to $20,000 in a few years, and then it comes crashing down hard to about 3,200 per coin. That's the theory of relativity. What comes up must come down, and if it comes up really fast, it's going to come down really fast. So some of those pump and dump stocks, I stay away from them. Too risky for me, too volatile. I will dabble in them a little bit and try to scalp some stuff, but anyhow, let's get back to it. The market capitalization of Bitcoin recently surpassed $1 trillion for the first time in its history. God, 1 trillion. Each coin is currently trading for about $50,000, a mere 250% return from its previous local top of $20,000. To visually grasp how the price of Bitcoin fluctuates over the long term, it's good to use a logarithmic chart. And I'm guessing that's what they're showing right down here. It is important to note the logarithmic scale on the chart above. The length of the candlesticks on the left side are much larger but equate to a much smaller nominal price increase than those on the right side of the chart. As you can see, the price of $100,000 looks possible, if not likely, in the coming months. Insane. I mean, that's a 100% return on investment right now. You buy one coin for $50,000, it goes up to $100,000 in just a few months. Well, that's what this article is saying. That's not what I'm saying. The same logic can be applied in reverse. It would only take a small red candlestick for Bitcoin to dip down to 30 to 40,000, which is exactly what I'm talking about. If it comes up really fast, it's going to come down really equally as fast. Over time, Bitcoin market cycles have become longer and have shown diminishing returns. So it's likely that the price of Bitcoin won't appreciate to 100,000 without dipping along the way. Which I think is healthy. It goes up, a little bit of pullback, continues up. Pullback, continues up. Pullback, and what is this? This is 2014. And then just pretty steady increase between 2004, October 14 through October of 2017, that 3-year period, just a nice run up there. And then it started to pull back just a little bit, up, back. So I think it can continue to do that, but it's on the rise. All right, where were we? Will Bitcoin be unstable at 100,000? If the logarithmic chart stays accurate in the future, it's likely Bitcoin won't be a stable asset at any time soon. The bull market could continue for months or even years, but it's highly improbable, or but it's highly probable Bitcoin won't become a stable asset at $100,000. Wherever Bitcoin peaks, it would also be surprising to see another bear market similar to the ones we've seen in the past. Benefits of investing in Bitcoin. Many benefits draw investors to purchase Bitcoin. For one, the markets are always open so you can sell your investments at any time. Another advantage of investing in Bitcoin over other cryptocurrencies, as I were, is its infinite supply or its finite supply. There will only ever be 21 million ever minted, and about 20% of the supply is assumed to be lost. According to the data gathered by Chain Analysis, a cryptocurrency data firm. So I had heard that they were going to cap out at 20 million, and I guess that's probably at this point almost common knowledge. But they're saying 20% is lost. I mean, how sick would you be if you had a crypto wallet with Bitcoin from like 5 years ago and you couldn't remember your keys to your wallet? I mean, that's pretty rough. The cons of investing in Bitcoin, since we gave the pros or the benefits, let's go over the cons. Traditional investments are much easier to value than Bitcoin, as it's an intangible asset with no revenue or intrinsic value. Because of these reasons, some people see Bitcoin as a huge bubble that has yet to pop. I don't know. Do you think it's going to pop? Let me know down in the comments. It's important to consider that a lot of valuable assets simply have value because people are willing to pay for them, like gold, artwork, collectibles, and fiat currency. Now, the thing with gold or artwork, someone put their time, all right? And most of the stuff, you're paying for somebody's time, their labor. Artwork, yeah, it's all subjective to the person on what value you would see it as, but somebody's time that put into that. So I think that's where the value. And in gold, I mean, to say that, let's see, a lot of these valuable assets simply have value because people are willing to pay for them. Like gold, come on, don't they use gold in circuit boards and other technology-based products? So I think gold is just more than a luxury item for jewelry. If you don't want to take the risk of investing in Bitcoin but want to invest in the cryptocurrency resurgence, there are many blockchain stocks you can invest in. If you want to invest in Bitcoin indirectly through the New York Stock Exchange, you can buy Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC. And let's just take a look at that GBTC ticker symbol here, and let's see what they got. GBTC ticker. $50.51. Okay, so if you can't afford a Bitcoin, why not buy the? I guess that's the blockchain, right? Or it's a trust. Not necessarily the blockchain. Buying huge amounts of Bitcoin. The Well Index, which counts addresses or wallets holding at least 1,000 Bitcoins, is at an all-time high, said Phil Bonello, research director at digital asset manager Grayscale. This is particularly interesting because as Bitcoin's price rises, it becomes more and more expensive to own 1,000 Bitcoins. Intuitively, you would think the opposite would be true. To understand, 1,000 Bitcoins are worth about $50 million. So it would be fair to assume many of these new investors are institutional buyers as opposed to retail investors. Something to think about. The best online exchanges to buy Bitcoin. I don't want to get into all that stuff. I mean, you guys can look on here and see. I'll just read off a couple of these. eToro, Gemini, Coinbase, Voyager, BlockFi, and CoinMama. I think if I was going to invest, I'd probably go with this one, CoinMama. So I don't know. Is this the end of the article? Investors who purchase Bitcoin anytime before this year are well in profits on their investments. Purchasing Bitcoin during a bull market puts you more at risk, as there is more room for Bitcoin's price to fall. This being said, the logarithmic trend line Bitcoin has followed suggests that the bull market is far from over, and Bitcoin has the potential to surpass $100,000 in 2021. So, as with most articles, they're on the fence about everything. They just kind of let you fill in the blanks. I personally think that it will reach 100,000, if not by 2021, very, very soon after. Um, I don't think it's going to go much higher past that. I don't see why it would. I don't know how many are actually in circulation right now. Maybe we can check. Since they said there's about 21 million. Sorry, I can't even type. This keyboard is a gaming keyboard, and it always throws me off. How many Bitcoin are in circulation? Yeah, I type probably about like 5 words a minute, and on this keyboard, maybe 2. How many Bitcoins are there? Total Bitcoin in circulation is at 18 million. So I don't know if they're saying that they're going to cap out at 21 million. Then we're pretty close to being there. I don't know when it caps. Do you think because of supply and demand that the price is just going to keep going up? That's good. I mean, I really don't know. I don't know too much about Bitcoin. I just know that I followed the price on it a little bit, and I know that now with other companies investing, Elon Musk and Tesla investing into Bitcoin. Although he said that he doesn't really. I don't know. These aren't his exact words, but I think he said that he doesn't really like Bitcoin. But it would be basically he said it would be stupid to not branch out and invest in other things because you never know what's going to happen. Uh, so yeah, 18 million in circulation. They're saying that there's going to be a market cap of 21 million. So that's very interesting. Actually, I skipped this whole portion right here, analysis and prediction. So let's just go right in here because I see they're talking about Tesla. There are many factors that affect the price of Bitcoin, including block rewards, market sentiment, and institutional demand. Block rewards are newly minted Bitcoins paid to miners for powering its blockchain, and the current reward is 6.25 Bitcoin rewarded every 10 minutes. Oh. Block rewards affect the price of Bitcoin because it determines the supply of Bitcoin in circulation. Every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin in the block reward halves. So, and I don't know if they're getting to the end of that. I heard something about this year in September, what do they call it, the reckoning or something. I can't remember the name of it, but it was something to do with some Bitcoin and something happening at this year and every 4 years, and so that could be it. Institutional demand for Bitcoin is stronger than ever before, with Tesla recently adding 1.5 billion to its balance sheet. More companies are likely to follow. According to Goldman Sachs Digital Assets Client Survey, it found that 40% of institutional clients surveyed have some type of exposure to cryptocurrency. Of the people surveyed, 22% predict the price of Bitcoin will surpass 100,000 this year. So, I don't know. Sounds like a lot of people think it is going to. I personally think that it will. I think once it caps out, it's really going to see a surge in price, and then who knows after that. I don't know how Bitcoin is going to be. How are you going to pay for it? I mean, it's like, I guess it would have to be. I don't really understand. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you would pay for stuff. Like I personally can't afford to buy one Bitcoin. So if I'm gonna buy something for somebody, like, hey man, I'll give you 1/500th of a Bitcoin for that car. I mean, I don't really know how it breaks down, but there are a lot smarter people out there that I'm sure they'll figure it out. And who knows? Maybe one day there will be a cryptocurrency, if not Bitcoin, that kind of unites the world where we have exchanges that are just universal. So that's about it for that article. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below. You can like, subscribe, do whatever. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I hate when YouTubers are always saying that. So anyhow, if you guys want to look me up, I got my Twitter's down below, and what else? My Facebook. So I got a Facebook page for this group where you guys can say whatever you want, post whatever you want. Doesn't really matter to me. Anyhow, what do you think? Do you think Bitcoin's going to reach 100,000 by the end of the year? Let me know. See ya. Peace.